everyone, this is VJose32 back again with another edition of What's on Deck. We're looking at what is new in the world of playing cards for this week and what is upcoming, if anything. Let's get started with Kickstarter. And first of all, actually, let's get started with something else. Unfortunately, I want to pass on the news that the magician Daryl, real name Daryl Easton, has passed away on, I think it was Friday. I don't think they're quite sure. They say it might have been accidental. Some say it was suicide. He was found with a plastic bag over his head hanging. It might have been accidental, but I don't think you can rule out suicide. Anyways, Daryl, if you're not familiar with him, he's created a lot of playing card, a lot of card magic effects and tricks. That's what his specialty was. He did a lot of that. I've actually bought a bunch of tricks from his website, saw his performance on the Penguin Live, and, had a lot of respect for the guy. He's a great magician, great mind, and it's unfortunate that he has passed away in such odd circumstances, I guess you could say. Anyways, let's move on with Kickstarter. So first of all, we got the Bicycle Gap playing cards from Parama playing cards. 17% funded, 12 days to go. It does not take a rocket scientist to go, I don't think this one is going to make it, unfortunately. Pitman World playing cards from Elephant playing cards is well funded, 22 days to go, 2 decks available. Really cool, as you can see in the picture, the one deck, you can put it together and make a big picture. It's like a puzzle. Next up, we got the Bicycle Firecracker playing cards from Classics playing cards. They're in the latest deck. It's 65% funded, 24 days to go. It's just a matter of time, really. Classics playing cards, of course, is related to collectible playing cards. That's his son. It's an explosive deck, as you can see. I like the tuck case, and it's got a vintage look to it and a warning on the back, which is pretty cool. And $11 each. That's a pretty good price, I would say. This is the back design. I thought this was the Joker's at first. It's not bad. Obviously, it fits the theme, but it looks more like a Joker card or something. Especially with this kind of Asian writing or Chinese writing in the corners. I was expecting something a little bit more like the Bicycle Fireworks deck that they put out previously, or that collectible cards put out previously. But it's a little bit different, but it's not bad. And although the borders, I wish or hope, will be thinner than that. The faces, obviously, they're just worn out standard bicycle faces with explosive pips. And same with the number cards. Overall, it's a pretty nice, simple deck. Nice jokers. I like it. I suggest checking it out. It's going to be a good quality deck, obviously. And yeah. Next up, Bicycle Constellation Collection from Magic Square / Bookable playing cards. It's well funded, 32 days to go, 12 decks available there. That's like the biggest project I've ever seen on Kickstarter. It's the first time I've seen a successful project with 12 decks. I've seen others that tried to do 12 decks and did not make it. And then we have a new one from Card Experiment that's funded, 27 days to go. It's the Realms playing cards. And it's a very nice deck, as you can see. There's 2 decks, a red one and a blue one. Pretty well funded. Reprinted by Expert Playing Cards. But there is a visual allegory of Samsara. And yeah, it's pretty nice. Nice tuck cases, nice colors. Metallic inks, gold and silver on the cards. Gold and silver foil on the tuck case. Custom court cards. And no reprints in the future, so if you want to get them, now's the time. They're very nice court cards with a old school classic type look to them. A modern type classic look. Very nice, beautifully done. and I do recommend checking it out. And I like the colors they used on the pips as well. One's got gold and blue, the other's got red and black. Um, I can't find anything wrong with this one. Card Experiment is trustworthy. One of the few that I can actually trust on Kickstarter to deliver. Because at this point in time, I don't know who to trust that much anymore. Obviously, Collectible Cards is trustworthy. Gamblers is trustworthy. Some of the other main artists are trustworthy, but then there's some, you never know. Like Sisu Playing Cards, I trusted them. They delivered in the past on a few projects, and now he's gone MIA. And same thing with Crooked Kings cards, and previously it was Circle City cards. And it's just, I don't know who to trust anymore in some ways. Next up, we got the Bicycle Natural Disasters Volcano Playing Cards from Collectible Cards. Funded 22 minutes, 21 minutes. Time is running out. But if you missed out, by the time this video is up, it will be done. If you missed out, it will be available on the website in the future. And of course, you could use VitoSave32 to save 10% on your order. Next, you got Bicycle Natural Disasters Wildfire Playing Cards from Collectible Cards. It's funded, 14 days to go. I do imagine in the next couple of days they will launch their third deck, the Bicycle Natural Disasters Earthquake. But don't quote me on that. I don't know for sure, but that's generally how things work for them. One project ends, another one launches. So today, tomorrow, Tuesday, whenever, we should see another deck from them. York Playing Cards from Steve Lai. 22% funded, 8 days to go. The chances are, if this one's funding, are going down as every day passes. It's not likely to happen. Same with Outbreak Playing Cards relaunched from Jeanette Dunnett. 11% funded, 13 days to go. It's doing just about as well as it did in the original project, which is not a good sign. I think anyways. But the chances of it funding are not good. Royal Playing Cards from Natalia Silva. Another one that is done. Funded, 25 minutes to go. By the time this video is up, it will be done. But you should be able to pick it up later from retailers like CollectiblePlayingCards.com in the coming months. It won't be for a while yet. Cursed Cards Playing Cards from Thomas Edward Mann is 48% funded, 17 days to go. This one still has a possibility of funding. It's almost halfway there. But, I'm not sure it's going to make it. We'll see. Viceroys Playing Cards from Ian Chomsky is funded, 4 days to go. Isometric Playing Cards number 2 from Kenneth Aiden Fu is very well funded, at least according to the percentage of funding. 6 days to go. I only say that because the Singapore dollar is obviously a lot lower in value than the US dollar, so it's not anywhere near $12,000 US that they got. It's a few thousand less, I think. I could be wrong. Anyways, moving along, Hannah Luxury Playing Cards from Steve Minty. Well funded, 19 days to go. I do recommend checking that one out, of course. Beautiful deck. As well as the Royal from Natalia Silva, but it's too late now. If you didn't check it out, you're lost. And of course, there's a lot that I recommend checking out. All the ones that are funded or almost funded and are from good, reliable creators, I do recommend checking out anytime. Oblivion Playing Cards from Michael Dixon. It's not a bad set of decks, but it's only 29% funded, 17 days to go. And they could probably be a little bit better. I don't see them happening at this rate. Hello Tiki from Montenji Design in New Zealand is funded, 3 days to go. Pretty short campaign, actually. It just launched on Valentine's Day and it's almost done. It's like 2 weeks. It's not bad. I think you could, if you're, I think people should check it out for sure. They did deliver on the last project, and they seem reliable. But what I don't like is the fact that they've come up with these new alternate tuck cases. It seems like a cash grab, in my opinion. There's no reason for tuck swaps. Moving along, Royal Alliance Playing Cards from Greg Wenko is 30% funded, 14 days to go. Unfortunately, it's one of those, it's not going to make it. A lot of these projects that are failing or not going to make it all launched within like the same 1 or 2 or 3 days. It's pretty interesting. Martin Playing Cards from Forge Arts is now funded, 10 days to go. Recommend checking it out as well. That's one I recommend you check out for sure. Sins playing cards from Fredway Industries is well funded. 20 days to go. I think I mentioned that one last week. Definitely check it out. Eckwell playing cards from Joey Miner is 23% funded. 54 hours to go. Not going to happen at this rate. Barring some kind of major miracle. It's not a surprise. Smoke Illustrated playing cards from Greg Wilkinson is 21% funded. 13 days to go. Again, not too likely. Then we got Brainchild by Sanity playing cards by David Gonzalez. 1% funded. 10 days to go. And that one is not going to happen. I think I might have mentioned that one last week. I think it's funny on the forum. I mean, this is all I have to show you because that's all that he's shown us so far is one picture. It's funny on the forums they're referring to it as a brain fart. I think that's hilarious and kind of fitting. $12,000 goal. Very little. There's no information on who's producing it or what kind of quality it's going to be. One massive paragraph with zero effort put into grammar or punctuation or capitalization or anything. I mean, did this guy not go to school and learn how to write? I mean, this is ridiculous. Misspellings, just horrible. And then on top of that, I haven't seen any promotion of it except a little bit on his Instagram. And he's got pictures on his Instagram. I think that this is one of them. And the cards are just really worn out and used up and make me really want to get in on that quality of playing cards. I mean, you want to sell good quality playing cards, not cards that are just totally used up and worn out, because that's not a good selling feature. Anyway, it's not going to happen. I don't know if he's going to relaunch or not. Don Quixote playing cards volume 2 from Cellar Window is funded. 27 days to go. You should check that one out too. Honeybee second edition from Penguin Magic is 81% funded. 17 days to go. It's just a matter of time. Although I do not see them hitting the stretch goal for the Metalux foil version, unfortunately. But I do suggest checking that one out, especially if you did not get the original versions, because they did sell out pretty quick. They're very nice decks, and now they got borders, so that makes them even nicer for certain magic tricks and whatnot. Day of the Dolls pinup cards from Stephen Lewis. It's another relaunch. 89% funded, 11 days to go. It should happen, but this one could really go either way, even though it's really close. You never know. Sometimes projects get really close and they don't make it. But this one I think should make it. Then we got the Bicycle Runic Royalty playing cards from Keith Glover. 55% funded, 4 days to go. I'm not sure it's going to happen at this rate. I mean, in like a month, they managed to get $3,300, and they need to double that, or almost double that in 4 days. I'm not sure it's going to happen. I also have to question his tactics and would kind of probably put this one under a red flag. The reason is this. And I actually put this up here. Double the rewards. A lot of people are concerned about the cost of shipping, so in the interest of providing more value for your contribution to this campaign, I will be doubling the rewards. So, if it funds, if you order one deck, you get 2. If you order a brick, you get 2 bricks, etc., etc. I got a couple of problems with this. First of all, number one, and let's look at this too. He hasn't even sold out on early birds, so that's not a good sign. Unless he sold out on early birds of 2 decks. Anyway, wow. You got 15 people that are paying $15 for one deck when you can get it for $10. You people are idiots. I'm sorry, but hello, wake up. 10 of you can get this for $10 and you're paying $15. That makes 0 sense, other than you really want to give this creator more money to make sure it's successful. But I mean, why would you do that? I mean, you're paying $5 extra for nothing. But the biggest problem I have is this: if he's gonna double everything for free, why would anyone pay $28 for 2 decks when you can pay $10 and get 2 decks for the price of one? Likewise, why would anyone pay $130 Canadian for 12 decks when you can pay $75 and get 12 decks? It just is a really questionable tactic that I am surprised hasn't backfired as of yet. He's gotten a little bit more support, not a whole lot. I'm sure some people have, went, wait a minute, I can get 12 for the price of 6? Changing my pledge. That's what I would do. And I'm surprised it hasn't backfired more and that hasn't happened. And people aren't doing that. That makes me question it. The other thing is, this is being done to offset shipping costs to backers. But the fact of the matter is, this is going to cost the creator a lot more money. Now, he's giving you 2 decks for the price of 1, or 6 for the price of 12, or 4 for the price of 2, or whatever the case might be. And it'll probably cost him twice as much for shipping on a lot of these. Not all of them, but I mean, for sure it's going to cost more to ship 12 decks as opposed to 6, or 24 as opposed to 12, I would think. So this is just not a good idea. I don't recommend backing this one anymore. It seems like they're trying too hard to get funding, and that's not a good idea. Moving on, another relaunch, the Bicycle Brewhouse playing cards from Daniel Cromer. It's 44% funded, 25 days to go. Previously launched a couple of years ago, actually. Let's look at this, because I think it's important to have a look. This company is apparently Fords Knox. Okay. The original project was in 2014, so almost, 2.5 years ago, let's say, October 2014. He got $7,200, a $25,000 goal. There you see the artwork in the original one. And he had a whole bunch of other add-ons as well, which makes some sense. Coasters and tokens and whatnot. And it was $12 for one. I guess $28 for 2. I'm not sure if he was just doing 1 deck and then he was going to unlock the second or not. Now he's doing both decks at the one time, $16,000 goal, and he's at $7,000, just like the original project, just about the same goal, just about the same amount of money. And it's $18 early bird anyways for a set, which is a pretty good price, I would say, $9 each. And the regular is $14 for an unsigned deck, Evo version, $25 for a single set. So it went up like $3 in price for 1 deck. The artwork is the same. They added this band, I think. Target delivery date is before Father's Day, which I'm a little bit skeptical on, because that only gives them a couple months to print and ship out stuff. But, I mean, everything as far as the artwork is concerned is the same as the last one. And it's nice art. It's a cool deck. Features a 1900s bicycle logo, as you see there, and some vintage decks. It's nicely done. Interesting jokers. I like it. I do recommend checking it out. And, maybe this will get funded this time around. Hopefully it does. Look at that. A case with 2 decks, $35, $40 international. Anyway, that is that one. Let's move on. Cherry playing cards from Luis Plasencia is 5% funded, 18 days to go. and chances of funding are not good. And I've seen more of this guy's artwork on Instagram, and I just got to shake my head. He's got like a similar deck with donuts. He's got another one that's more Madison style with just two donuts on the back design. A lot of other weird stuff. It just, why? Nobody's interested in these. Albino Dragon playing cards from Albino Dragon is funded 9 days to go. Play Your Cards Right by NY Collective, 7% funded, 20 days to go. Not a big fan of that one, and apparently I'm not the only one because it hasn't funded yet. Bicycle Neoclassic playing cards from Magic Trick Store, aka Collectible Playing Cards, is 69% funded, 18 days to go. I recommend checking it out. It's a pretty cool deck with a modernized version of a classic deck. And then we got the abstract playing cards from Miles Alexander, 11% funded, 2 hours to go. It's basically been the same throughout the entire project. It's not going to happen at this rate unless he decides to self-fund it himself, which he doesn't have the money to do anyway. It's a ridiculous project that's impossible to fund unless he gets a whole bunch of people to just give him money and get nothing in return, which is against the spirit of Kickstarter rules. Another thing I'll mention here, this luxury handcrafted playing card holder by Lewis Frampton. 62% funded, 49 hours to go. Not too likely. It's been sitting at 62% funded now for days. I think it's only like a week-long project. And what is it really? It's just a freaking piece of wood with some slots cut in it to hold your cards. I could do that on a table saw, probably. I mean, it's not that difficult to produce, I don't think, and I don't know, not too much creativity or ingenuity or anything like that. It's just a piece of wood with slots cut into it. I mean, really? Triptych by Rick Cassani is 0% funded, 52 hours to go. Obviously not going to happen. I think the only way that would fund is if it was an app. Because everyone nowadays, kids included, are more interested in playing games on apps than an actual game with cards, I would think. Especially while on the road in a vehicle. Ever that, playing games or watching a DVD or something. Anyways, that is that for Kickstarter. Crap. CollectiblePlayingCards.com is still temporarily closed. They're moving to a new location, plan to reopen the week of March the 6th. Any orders placed right now will ship at that time, as well as they should be shipping at that time pre-orders for the gold glamour nuggets. They haven't added anything to a whole lot of new stuff recently, but they did add new bicycle maiden backs in red and blue, $4.95 each, good price. The bicycle prism gilded deck, $50, $49.95 each. Use VJose32, get 10% off your order. In case you're wondering, it is standard faces, but features metallic inks throughout the faces, and a black rider back, and of course it has the prism gilding on the edges, which is pretty cool. They got a bunch of other new bicycle decks, that gold foil golden glamour nugget, which I'm waiting on. Looks pretty cool. And that is that. Of course, also right now, if you use the code MOVE during the checkout, you get 15% off, which is an even better deal. And coming up, a couple of things to mention. Apparently these bicycle dead soul decks I mentioned before are available, or might be available soon. Well, actually they're available. I believe through the TCC Point Guard website if you're in Asia. And here's the back designs, pretty nice. I'm definitely going to be picking it up. The faces, lots of skeletons and body parts, pretty interesting nonetheless, and definitely different. They are going to be wholesaling it soon, so it should be available at at the end of March. They're going to be wholesaling, so it should be available in April on different Magic shops and card shops. So I'll keep you posted on that. And there's another one as well from them. Um, yeah, I mentioned this one. A new Raven deck coming soon in purple to Kickstarter. They are changing the Ace of Spades and the Jokers, and it features a nice purple color, just the one color this time around. And as you can see, it's a bit different than the previous ones. And they're doing this because the other ones have sold out. So it's time for a new one. Hopefully, this doesn't become a reoccurring thing, because then eventually it's just recoloring decks, and I don't know. We all know how well that usually goes over. Somebody is asking about display decks. Really? You've got to be kidding me. It's a freaking standard deck. Why would you want a display deck? That's just ridiculous. And I am sick and tired of that as well. Jackson Robertson does that with a lot of his projects, if not most of his recent projects. And I mean, that's fine and dandy. It's kind of weird name wise, because people are actually going to be displaying the regular deck on the walls or whatever in the collections, and not the display deck. They're going to be using the display deck. But I just don't like it. If you want to buy a deck of cards and you want to open it, then open it. If you don't want to open it, then don't bother opening it. I don't think we need additional versions in different plain tuck cases, just so people can open them up and look at the cards. Just buy two in that case, you know. Anyways, then there's this one, relaunching soon on Kickstarter, the Star Kings decks. And I do not support this one originally, and it's coming on the 27th, which I believe is tomorrow. Um, Originally, I believe it was going to be produced by Noir Arts, but now they're going to be producing them themselves on their own equipment. And this guy has a concern saying SVI Group is one of the companies that concerns Centurion. SVI is registered in UK, but the bulk of the activity taking place is in Ukraine. Centurion owned group, which includes not only industrial and commercial enterprises, security firms, and even sports clubs. Therefore, they declare their own equipment. The equipment will not be worse and possibly better than peers. Especially in Ukraine, there's a lot of unclaimed printing capacity. Okay, I don't understand that or the concern with that, but it's weird. I'm just concerned about the quality of the decks. Quite frankly, that's my biggest concern. 5,200 pound goal. It says it's a preview. It's launching tomorrow. 1,200 of each. Foiling and embossing on the tuck cases. No printing, whatever that means. Numbered seals. Wait. Foiled and embossed tuck cases. Then they contradict that and say deluxe matte tuck cases. Whatever that means. Metallic inks. Completely custom. 55 cards. And 10 pounds each. Early bird 9 pounds. Wow, big savings. And I don't understand that as well. The light deck is 10 pounds. The dark deck is 11 pounds. Why? Why not the same price? Also, not a big fan of this back design with this big logo in the center. Even though they made Star King's mirror image, it's still a one-way back design, and this whole thing in the center kind of looks like it was just thrown on for the hell of it. It doesn't seem to. Well, I mean, I guess it fits, but I don't know. the faces are fine, custom. They're pretty cool, I suppose. They're a little bit weird. I also don't like this. Why did they have the logo on the two spins? Like I know companies do that sometimes, but I don't know. It seems unnecessary. The pips, the hard pips seem really big in comparison to the diamonds and spades, which is a little bit concerning. And there's an additional reward of this deck. It's an Egyptian themed deck. If you're looking for a good Egyptian themed deck, I suggest checking out the Scarabs decks from Steve Minty. I'm sure they're still available somewhere like collectibleplayingcards.com, and they're a hell of a lot better. I just can't get behind this one, especially the fact that the quality is a big freaking question mark. Buyer beware if you're going to get that one. And I want to point out the Celestial deck from Encarded. They're now shipping. They're produced. I should be getting one in the near future. Check those out. They're beautiful. I like that. And there's a new deck available from Legends Playing Cards. It's the Legends Egyptian. Persian. They've had the Egyptian ones actually. This is number 98 Persian edition. One deck is $60.95, or you can get two on an early bird price of $29 each. Nice custom back design. Is that a donkey? It looks like a donkey. And nice custom aces, or at least ace of diamonds is custom. I guess they're going with a special ace of diamonds as opposed to ace of spades again. And nice joker. The rest of the faces should be fairly straightforward. But I do like it. I do recommend checking it out. I am a little bit concerned about the shipping because I've had a couple of different packages now that I've had difficulty receiving and or have gotten lost from them. And I wish they would do something to make it a little bit better. Anyway, that is that. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe. Let me know what you think. And I will be doing a contest in the near future once I do that review on the DMC deck. So be sure to check out. Wait for that. Look for that. And also, I've got now almost 8,000 subscribers. Getting very close. So thank you everyone for that. So that is that. See you next time. Stay tuned. I will be doing another video looking at what's coming up on my channel. So yeah. See you next time. Thanks for watching.